Welcome back. I hope you're doing great. In the previous video, we understood what is data warehouse. And also we understood we need to follow a process called ETL to build the data warehouse. So, but what is ETL and why do we need that? Let us understand that as a part of this video. So ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. As we understood, when you are building the data warehouse, you are getting the data from multiple sources. So you need to extract the data from multiple sources and transform that according to the business requirements and then load that into a data warehouse. So ETL is a process of extracting the data from multiple sources, transforming the data based on the business requirements and loading that into data warehouse. So after extract, transformation and load, the data will be there as a part of the data warehouse. As we discussed, which is subject oriented, time variant, non-volatile data will be there as a part of the data warehouse. So in extract, we are pulling or extracting the data from homogeneous or heterogeneous sources into a common area. So here you can see we're getting the data from RDBMS systems. RDBMS systems can be Oracle, MySQL, and many more. And we are pulling the data from applications also. And we are pulling the data from files also into a common area. We also call this common area as a staging area. See here, we are getting the data from multiple sources like table, it can be file, it can be anything, and into a common area called staging area. And what exactly happens as a part of the transform? So we don't want to store any data and whatever the data which is there from the source, right? We want to ensure that the data is uniform, consistent, and it has a quality. That is where transformation comes into picture. In the transform phase, what we do is we alter the extracted data based on set of rules or business requirements in order to prepare that for loading that into a end target. Taking an example here, if you can see here, we are taking this from source, assuming that it is a staging area, and we are loading that into data warehouse. If you see, we have first name and last name as a two columns here, column 1, column 2. But if you see here, in the case of data warehouse, we have only one column for the whole employee. That is a very simple example of transformation. We are concatenating the two columns and making that into one column. Like that, we will have multiple rules, multiple business requirements. Based on that, the data will be transformed and then loaded into a data warehouse. In the load stage, we are loading the transform data from heterogeneous or multiple sources into the data warehouse. So yes, we understood what is data warehouse. We understood in order to build the data warehouse, we have to follow a ETL process. But do you think everything will go well during the extraction, transformation, and loading? Not really. So what needs to be done then? Can you think of something? We need to perform testing. What kind of a testing we need to do? We need to do the ETL testing. That is, we also call it as a data warehouse testing. So what is ETL testing? What is data warehouse testing? Let us look at that as a part of the next video. Thank you.